A rugged farm landscape hides a moment of pure courage. In the heart of a quiet afternoon, a powerful horse finds himself trapped, sinking slowly into a patch of quicksand. Every breath is a struggle as the ground pulls him deeper. Just when hope seems lost, an unexpected hero emerges. A determined farm dog, known for its fierce loyalty, dashes forward without a second thought. With swift, deliberate actions, the dog battles the odds to pull the sinking horse to safety. In that split second, a bond of trust and bravery is born, changing their lives forever. On a quiet farm nestled between gentle hills, life moved with a steady, comforting rhythm. The morning sun warmed the fields, and the air smelled of fresh earth and wildflowers. At the heart of this farm lived a strong, spirited horse named Titan. Known for his strength and graceful strides, Titan was a favorite among the farm workers. He roamed the pastures freely, his manner flowing in the soft breeze as he moved with purpose and pride. Not far from Titan's favorite grazing spot was a small pen where a loyal farm dog named Rusty kept watch. Rusty was a brave dog, quick on his feet and full of energy. He had a keen sense of duty and a heart that always looked out for others. Over time, a silent friendship grew between Titan and Rusty. They shared quiet moments near the barn, where the dog would rest while Titan grazed, and together they enjoyed the calm of the countryside. The farm was more than just a home to these animals. It was a place where every creature had a role. The fields were vast and green, dotted with patches of wild grasses and the occasional stream that whispered through the land. It was here that Titan and Rusty forged their bond, built on trust and mutual respect. The simplicity of farm life brought out the best in both of them. Titan's strength and Rusty's courage combined to create a silent promise of protection and friendship. One afternoon, as the sky shifted into brilliant shades of orange and pink, a strange disturbance broke the calm of the farm. Rumors had spread among the animals about a hidden danger lurking near the old marshlands. Some said the ground had changed, that a treacherous patch of quicksand had formed. None of the farm animals had seen it yet, but the whispers of danger grew louder with each passing day. Titan, always the brave soul, decided to investigate the strange changes. With careful steps, he moved towards the edge of the field where the soft, shifting ground hinted at the danger below. Rusty watched closely, his ears perked up as he sensed his friend stepping into uncertain territory. The calm and predictable world of the farm was about to be challenged by nature's hidden threat. As Titan neared the marshy edge, the ground beneath him started to soften. With each step, his strong hooves found less solid earth, and soon he felt a sinking sensation. The once secure ground gave way under his weight. Panic flashed through Titan's eyes as he realized he was caught in a trap, a pit of quicksand that had slowly claimed him. His powerful legs struggled to find grip on the slippery surface, but the more he fought, the deeper he sank. In that tense moment, everything seemed to slow down. Rusty, who had been observing from a short distance, saw the fear in Titan's eyes. The bond they shared sparked an immediate response. Without a second thought, Rusty dashed toward his friend, leaving behind the safety of his pen. Every muscle in his body worked with one clear goal: to reach Titan and help him escape the grip of the quicksand. As the situation grew more desperate, the calm, steady life of the farm was shaken by the unfolding crisis. Titan's struggle against the sinking earth and Rusty's determined sprint created a scene filled with suspense and raw emotion. The farm was about to witness a true act of loyalty and courage, one that would test the strength of their friendship like never before. Titan's struggle in the quicksand grew more desperate by the minute. The soft earth clung to his legs, pulling him down as he thrashed in panic. His eyes widened, and his breath came fast. Each step he took only made the trap tighten its grip. The ground around him churned like a living thing, determined to claim him completely. The air was thick with tension, and every second felt like a lifetime. Rusty, watching from a short distance, knew time was running out. His heart pounded as he saw his friend slip deeper into danger. Without hesitation, Rusty sprinted toward Titan, his paws thumping against the dry earth. With every bound, he closed the gap, his focus clear and his determination unwavering. The dog barked once, a sharp sound that broke the heavy silence of the farm. It was a call of urgency, a plea for action. As Rusty neared the edge of the quicksand, he saw how deeply Titan was trapped. The horse's strength had begun to wane, and his eyes pleaded for help. Rusty circled around to find a place with firmer ground. He needed to create a way to pull Titan out, and he worked fast. Rusty dug at the edges of the quicksand with his strong paws. He clawed at the firm soil nearby, looking for a solid spot to anchor himself. The dog's actions were swift and sure, driven by a mix of instinct and love. While Rusty worked, Titan's eyes flickered with both fear and hope. In that moment, the bond between the two friends shone bright. The quicksand churned violently, as if trying to swallow Titan whole. But every time the ground moved, Rusty was there, pulling, digging, and urging his friend to stay calm. "Hold on, Titan," it seemed as if Rusty was saying, even if the words were not spoken. Their bond was stronger than the force of nature that threatened them. Now is a good time for a quick note. If you enjoy stories of courage and heart, take a moment to follow for more real-life tales that inspire and surprise. This isn't just about a farm. It's about the power of friendship in the toughest of times. With a steady rhythm, Rusty found a firm patch of soil at the border of the quicksand. He paused, took a deep breath, and then dashed back toward Titan. He reached the edge and leaped with all his might. The dog landed right beside Titan, nipping at the loose earth. His small, determined body acted as a counterweight, a living anchor against the pull of the sinking ground. Titan felt a spark of relief as Rusty's efforts began to change the struggle. With a careful tug, Rusty managed to hook one of his teeth around a loose tuft of Titan's manner. It was a risky move, but it was all they had. Titan's large, trusting eyes met Rusty's, and together they worked as one. Slowly, Rusty pulled with all his strength. The ground, stubborn and unyielding, continued to try to pull Titan down, but the bond between them fought back. The struggle was hard and slow. Every muscle in Titan's body strained, and every leap of Rusty's heart was filled with hope. The quicksand shifted with the wind, and the farm around them fell silent, as if holding its breath. Titan's legs, once powerful and sure, trembled as they battled the pull of the earth. But with each determined tug from Rusty, the grip of the quicksand weakened just a little bit more. At a crucial moment, the ground shifted unexpectedly. Titan felt the weight of the quicksand lessen under his hooves. It was a small victory, but a victory nonetheless. Rusty, sensing that the time had come, redoubled his efforts. He jumped once more, his paws finding the firm soil again, and pulled with all the strength he could muster. Titan felt himself inching closer to the edge of safety. Every pull, every moment of grit, was pushing him back toward solid ground. The struggle reached a critical point. Titan's chest heaved as he mustered every bit of strength. Rusty's eyes shone with determination as he dug in his paws. The dog's loyalty was fierce and unwavering. With one final, mighty effort, Titan's body broke free from the pull of the quicksand. His legs landed on the firm ground, shaking off the last of the sinking earth. For a few heartbeats, everything was still. Then, the sounds of relief filled the air, a mix of soft snorts from Titan and gentle barks from Rusty. The scene was one of raw emotion and quiet triumph. The farm watched in silence as the duo stood together, battered but unbroken. The quicksand, though still a threat, had been beaten back by the courage of a small, determined dog and the strength of a trusting horse. In that moment, their friendship grew even deeper, a bond forged in the heart of crisis. But even as the dust settled, questions lingered. What would become of the mysterious quicksand? And what other challenges might test the bond between Titan and Rusty? Their journey was far from over, and the farm held many more secrets waiting to be uncovered. After the dust settled and the adrenaline faded, the farm slowly returned to its quiet rhythm. Titan and Rusty stood side by side on solid ground, their eyes reflecting the mix of relief and lingering worry. The rescue had been nothing short of miraculous, a testament to the unspoken bond between a gentle giant and a fearless little dog. As the afternoon light deepened into a soft, golden hue, the two friends took a moment to catch their breath, their hearts still echoing with the thrill of survival. In the hours that followed, the farm became a quiet stage for reflection. Workers mended fences and tended to the fields, all the while whispering about the dramatic rescue. There was a feeling of awe in the air, an understanding that true courage often comes in the most unexpected forms. Titan, who had always carried himself with pride, now bore a mark of vulnerability that made him even more endearing to those who knew his story. Rusty, small but mighty, had shown that loyalty and bravery are not measured by size but by heart. Yet, amid the relief and celebration, a subtle change began to stir around the old marshlands. As night crept in, shadows shifted in ways that hinted at a mystery yet unsolved. It started with a soft, almost unnoticeable rumble from the ground, a sound that seemed to echo the struggle of earlier. The quicksand, once thought to be a simple hazard of nature, now pulsed with a strange energy, as if it held secrets deeper than anyone had imagined. As the moon rose high, casting a silver glow over the farm, Titan's eyes caught something unusual. There, in the darkened patch of quicksand, faint ripples shimmered like distant memories. It was a sight that defied explanation. Had the rescue awakened something hidden beneath the surface? The more Titan looked, the more he realized that this was not a natural occurrence. There was an odd, almost magnetic pull coming from the quicksand, a pull that seemed to whisper stories of the past and hint at events yet to unfold. Rusty, ever alert, joined Titan as he stared into the mysterious glow. Their earlier struggle now felt like just the beginning of a larger narrative. The animals of the farm, too, seemed to sense that the quiet countryside was on the brink of a new chapter, one filled with unexpected challenges and perhaps even greater mysteries. The once familiar farm was transforming before their eyes, as if the land itself had secrets waiting to be uncovered. A sudden, sharp sound broke the silence, a distant bark that was not Rusty's, but something else entirely. It echoed across the fields, sending a chill down the spine of every creature nearby. For a moment, the farm fell completely silent. The distant sound repeated, each bark more insistent than the last, as if calling out a warning from somewhere deep within the unknown. Titan's ears pricked up while Rusty's tail stiffened with caution. It was clear that the night was far from over, and that the events of the day had set the stage for something extraordinary. Before anyone could piece together what was happening, a faint glimmer emerged from the quicksand, growing brighter by the second. The ripples turned into a swirling vortex of light and shadow, a sight both mesmerizing and unnerving. The ground trembled as if trying to communicate, and the air was filled with a low, resonant hum that resonated with the heartbeat of the farm itself. Titan took a step back, his instincts warning him that what they were witnessing was beyond any ordinary natural occurrence. In that charged moment, a new figure appeared on the horizon, a mysterious shape moving steadily toward the farm. The figure was cloaked in darkness, and its presence sent a ripple of uncertainty through the already tense atmosphere. Could this be linked to the strange activity in the quicksand? Was the rescue of Titan merely the beginning of a larger, hidden danger lurking within the farm's boundaries? The animals gathered in quiet curiosity, their eyes fixed on the approaching figure and the glowing quicksand. Questions bubbled in the air, each one more perplexing than the last. What secret did the quicksand hold? Who, or what, was the mysterious visitor? And how would these unforeseen events shape the future of the farm, where every creature had a part to play? As the mysterious figure drew closer, the night held its breath. The glowing quicksand pulsed in time with the distant backs, and the farm seemed poised on the edge of a new, unforeseen chapter. Just as the figure was about to cross the threshold into the familiar fields, the screen fades to black, leaving the answers suspended in the darkness. What will the mysterious figure bring? And what secret lies hidden beneath the quicksand? The story is far from over, and the next chapter promises revelations that will change everything.